Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great day so far. So, today we're going to be talking about equivalent fractions with some shapes. So, as you can see here, I've got two circles drawn. I've got one circle divided into fourths. I've got one circle divided into eighths. So, what I'm going to do to find the equivalent fraction when using shapes is I am going to first write my fraction. I'm just going to write it up here above my circles. So in looking at this circle on the left, I can see that it is divided into fourths, and I have one portion shaded, so that fraction is going to be 1/4. And then looking at my circle over here on the right side, I can see that my circle is divided into 8 pieces, and I see that 2 of those pieces are shaded, so my fraction is going to be 2/8. And in looking, I can see that it is the same size shaded, so I can see that 1/4 is going to be equal to 2/8. Alright, with these you need to be careful in counting the pieces of your shape to get your denominator. Just be really careful when you count. So let's look at this one. Okay, so this one we are going to do the same thing. I'm going to write my fractions up here above my rectangles. So my first rectangle, I can tell that it's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces again. Okay, so I know my denominator is going to be 8, and I can see that 4 of those pieces are going to be shaded, so that's going to be 4/8. And then that bottom rectangle, I see it's only divided into halves, so it's going to have a denominator of 2, and I see that only one half is shaded, or one portion of that is going to be shaded, so I have 1/2. So I can see that 4/8 is going to be equal to 1/2. Again, when you're looking at it, you can see this purple shaded area is the same amount. It's just the pieces are different. With the eighths, I have 4 pieces shaded, and with the halves, I only have 1 piece shaded, but it's still the same amount, which makes them equivalent. This one right here, I want you to pause this video and try this one on your own, and then come back to check your work. So I'm going to do this one down here at the bottom. I'm just going to write my fractions underneath these shapes. So this one on the left, I can see it is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. So my denominator is going to be 12. And I can see that 4 of those pieces are going to be shaded, so I'm going to have 4/12. Over on the right side, I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and I can see that 2 of those are shaded, so I'm going to have 4/12 is equal to 2/6. Again, when you're looking at the shapes, you can see that it's the same amount, but with each shape, I have different pieces. So let me try and help you visualize this a little bit. If you were to draw, and I'm going to take and do this in red so you can see it a little bit better. If you were to take and draw a line all the way across, that is how it is. You can see it's the same, it's just your pieces are different. With the 6, we have 2 shaded, but with the 12ths, we have 4 shaded. It would be the same up here with these rectangles if I were to take my red line and draw a line so it stands out a little bit more. You can see that it's still half, but I just have more pieces shaded in my eighths than I do in my halves. And up here with the circle, if I take and I draw my shape, and then I can come over here to the 8ths and draw this as well. You can kind of see that it is the same amount shaded, it's just the pieces are different. Okay, so here's one more for you to try. Let's say we have, let's use a square. Okay, and here we go. I'm going to divide it up like so. Okay, now let's say that we have alright, that shaded over here, and we have this shaded over here. Alright, I would like for you to take a minute, pause this video, and see if you can come up with the equivalent fractions using these two shapes, and then come back and check yourself. Okay, so on this left side, I can see that my square is divided into 4 pieces, so I know 4 is going to be my denominator, and I can see that 3 of those pieces are shaded in, so I know it's 3/4. And over on the right side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. So I know my denominator is going to be 8 because that 8 makes up that whole. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces shaded in. So I know that 3/4 is equal to or equivalent to 6/8. And again, with my red line, you can see kind of see that division, right? So your classwork, your practice for today is going to be called Equivalent Fractions with Shapes. It is posted in your Google Classroom. Please be sure to read the directions on it before you do it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.